All right, everybody. Thank you, Ka, for joining us. We're excited to have you here at another USA basketball training camp. We'll go ahead and get right into questions if that works for you. Annie, go ahead.
What's up, Ka? Good to see your face. My first question for you is just, what have the last 5 days been like for you processing the departures of a group of players that you've shared the court with for the last, 3 to 6 years?
It's definitely been tough. Lots of emotions. So it was kind of a whirlwind, but I'm recovering.
And, there's already been a number of new additions to the team. How much contact have you had with each of them? And I mean, now as the Sky's longest tenured player, do you feel a responsibility to really take everyone under your wing and establish that Sky culture for everybody?
Have you talked to James? I'm actually the assistant GM.
I'll talk to him this week, but
Yeah.
I trust your word.
Yeah, you talk to him. I'm assistant GM over here. So I'm accepting this role, assistant GM / Chicago Sky's longest tenured player now. Like it's a lot, right? I'm excited. I feel like, people are saying it's a new era, whatever you want to call it. I'm ready to compete and really take this leadership to another level. I think that over my career and over the last couple of years, I just think that my leadership has been great, and I've had great leaders. So shout out to those great leaders that have showed me how it's supposed to be done. And I think I'm ready to step into those shoes. I think that, it's time, and I'm prepared.
One more quick one, if I could. You talk about those leaders. Did they give you any piece of advice? Any words of wisdom now as they've passed the torch to you to really lead this organization forward?
You know what? They told me something and I didn't listen.
All right, I'll try and find out what that is later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Carly, go ahead.
Hey, Ka. Minnesota than Chicago. Speaking of leadership, you're around some pretty dominant leaders right now in the WNBA. What have you learned through USA basketball, going back through FIBA World Cup, and even now from these players that have really either contributed or some things that you've picked up that you want to bring to this upcoming season?
I've just seen the consistency. You don't just get to be a leader one day, and you don't get to talk the talk and not walk the walk. So you see these players here, they're the best at what they do. And you see them consistently put in the work. You see them consistently do the right things, communicate, and all the little things. So you see these things happen at the highest level, and you see that they have the experience and they know what it takes.
And then just to follow up, what you were under Coach Reeves, obviously earlier in September, but now you've spent a little bit longer time with her. What are some things that you've learned from her, either personally, professionally, or just something that you really want to bring, not just to this upcoming season, but something that you want to bring to your career as a whole?
I think that she's a really big competitor, and I love that, because that's also me. So I think that she's a big time competitor, and she doesn't. She expects the best all the time. Throws in a few jokes there, but she has a really good sense of humor.
And then just a follow up on Coach Reeves. I mean, she's got the Philly connection. Have you guys talked about all of that?
The
spots where what's the whole connection of having, a part of Philly with you in USA basketball?
I think it's special. You always have something to talk about. You always get just that little bond and that connection. I think that's definitely important.
Thank you.
Hey, speaking of Philadelphia, Jonathan.
I knew that was good. Hi, Kahleah, Jonathan Tannenwald from the Philly Inquirer. Hope that all is well with you. Look, I know Annie asked a couple questions about the Sky a minute ago, but I wanted to ask you another. And look, the outside perception with a lot of the change that has happened, and I've seen you responding to a couple people perhaps on Twitter about it, is, this team is not going to be as good as it was. And what's your response to some of the critics out there who look at all the talent that's moving out there and are wondering what the Sky are?
We just gonna wait for the season, right? Like every year, I think that the media and everybody on Twitter who don't play basketball, everybody has something to say, and they never believe in you until you win. So they on the winning side anyway. So we just gonna see how it go, right?
If I can ask in particular about Courtney Williams and what she's going to bring to this team.
She's just gonna bring that competitiveness. We had that moment in the semifinals where we both wouldn't let the ball go, and that's the kind of person I want to go to war with.
Thanks much.
Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Kaz, really good seeing you again. I know
Hey.
the last 2 days, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you on Instagram to post something, and you posted, you may not know now, but later you will understand. I loved it. It was exactly what I expected from you. But if you could elaborate on that a little bit more, looking forward to the organization's future, what do you really see that being, especially during this season?
I just know that we're gonna come out every single night and we're not gonna back down. People are counting us out, and everybody has something to say, but I mean, it is what it is for real for me. Not really much to say. I think we're gonna come in every single day and put one foot in front of the other and give it all we have.
And one more for you, Ka. Real quick score prediction. You got Eagles, Chiefs. What's going on this weekend?
You know what's going on this weekend, and I'm gonna be there too. So
100%.
yeah, fly Eagles, fly. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Appreciate you, Ka.
You're welcome.
All right, Rafiq, go ahead.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fine. Yeah, with USA training camp and being around, how you think you use this as a way to prepare for this new era of the WNBA that's about to take place in the coming months?
I get to be around other great players. You learn something new from these great players, and like we talked about, just leadership and what it takes, and about being consistent. And I think that you come to somewhere like USA Basketball where other great players are, and you learn every single day.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Last one, Christos.
Hey, Cal, Christoph Saltas, DNA Greece. Hope you're doing well, first of all. Speaking about your off season, how beneficial for you was not travel to Europe, not playing overseas, and spend some time for you in the United States? How beneficial was that, and how better player do you feel you can be this season?
I think I got to spend some time working on my game, working on my body, making sure I'm healthy. And I think that taking that load off of not playing so much, I had that season last year, coming from Spain, having such a great season and coming right into the WNBA season, no break. So for me to be able to, take some time, recover, take care of my body. Listen, y'all, I start lifting. I'm 28. I just started lifting weights. So now I'm getting stronger. Now we it's all clicking now, right? I'm listening to my vets. They told me I need to lift. So now I'm lifting. So I'm gonna be stronger this season. So for me, this off season is special. Work on my body, work on my skills, and just to prepare mentally for the season.
All right, thanks, Ka.
Thanks, y'all.
We'll talk to y'all here in the next few minutes with Tasha Howard.